Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. When it comes to money, there's a lot of decision making that goes into spending and saving it. However, there are some things you can opt for to make the best possible use out of your money. Let's take a look at 5 worst money decisions you should avoid. Number 5. Buying a timeshare. Starting off our list of worst money decisions that you should avoid, the first thing you should never do is buy a timeshare. It could literally be the worst thing you can do with your money and can easily lead you toward a loss. The way salespeople will target you and convince you to buy a timeshare can be pretty convincing, but if you want to value your money, you need to stay vigilant and not fall prey to their tactics. You might be on a vacation, where a salesperson pitches you and paints a very rosy picture for you, where you get to have all the luxuries of life only if you attend a particular meeting. You might then agree to attend the meeting, and once you're in the meeting, they will probably tempt you by telling you that you can afford vacations every year, only if you buy a timeshare. This is where you will find yourself trapped, and might even find yourself believing everything the salesperson is telling you. The pitch might sound like they will be giving you a small amount of ownership, but in reality, you will be paying a good amount of money for a reserved space every time in the resort, every time you go for a vacation. Moreover, in order to have the initial amount that you have invested in the timeshare, you will also have to pay annual costs every year. While it may seem like a wise idea when you first hear it, timeshares do not generate any massive profits, and the resale value of these shares is not that attractive, so it's better if you invest your money elsewhere. Number 4. Overusing your credit card. While there are several benefits of owning a credit card, there might come a point where you could find yourself amidst a mountain of debt. How do you avoid this? Set a limit for yourself so you can avoid overusing your credit card. We all love credit cards and they offer more incentives than we can count, but there are downsides to them. While credit cards do offer several rewards, points, and even free miles, there's a catch to it that you could easily fall prey to. When you first see an offer related to your credit card, you might find yourself extremely tempted to purchase something just so you could get access to those rewards. While rewards are definitely an incentive when you're making a purchase that falls well within your budget, it makes no sense to spend over your budget just so you could win some points or rewards. Whenever you're making a purchase, one thing you can do is make sure you pay for the smaller purchases through your debit card or cash and make the bigger purchases through your credit card. Once you've made the purchase from your credit card, make sure you immediately transfer the money from your debit card to credit card, and this way you will be spending within the boundaries of the cash that you have and will also get access to rewards. Number 3. No financial plan. Not making a financial plan is like having no roadmap for your money. You might be earning a sufficient amount of money, but if you don't know how to utilize it in an efficient and profitable manner, chances are that you might face a financial crunch at some point in time. It's like walking without any final destination in your mind, and you end up getting tired eventually. By making a plan, you will be able to differentiate whether or not whatever decisions you are making are correct. Not only will this help you better define what you do with your money, it might also prevent you from overspending, and can help you get out of your living paycheck to paycheck mentality. Number 2. Student loans. Student loans can be a big financial burden, and if you have ever taken one in your life, you probably know what we're talking about. At the time, it may seem like the only possibility for you to get your degree, but the truth is there are other options. Taking a student loan can be equivalent to signing up for a lifetime of debt, and then you end up spending your entire life trying to repay that loan. Instead of opting for these tedious student loans, look up scholarships that you can avail yourself of, and if you don't fit into the criteria for a scholarship, look for people who would be willing to sponsor your education. While student loans may help you get your degree, they get stuck with you for the rest of your life. You can even do part-time jobs during college to try and save up for your degree. Number 1. No backup fund. The idea behind a backup fund is that if you ever encounter a situation where you need emergency cash, you can always dip into your backup fund and use that cash. This way your mind can be free from the stress of saving up in case things go south, and you will always have some extra cash lying around. The proper way to do this is by setting up an account and designating a certain amount of your earnings for that account. Once you have deposited the money in that account, don't think about spending that money and think of it as cash that has been locked away for good unless you are in dire need of cash and you have no other alternatives to turn to. By reducing the stress of emergency situations from your life, you will be able to focus more on yourself, your education, and how to make yourself grow both emotionally and financially. Well, here's our top pick of the top 5 worst money decisions that you should avoid if you don't want to succumb to losses and make your wealth grow. Can you think of any other helpful tips? Let us know in the comments. Make sure you like this video and subscribe.